This video today will make you confident. I want you to listen to this every day to remind you until you get to that confident place that you want to be. Because you can get there. It can be created. I've created it. You can create it. So let me start off by saying you are the only you. There is nobody else on this planet like you. Think about that for a second. You're the only one that has your combination of experiences, mindset, awareness, abilities, talents. You're the only one with that combination of those things on this planet. That's special. That is so special. You have just as much to offer the world as anyone else. You just have to wake up to it. You have to realize it. You have to believe it. Because it's there. Ask people that know you really well, your friends, your family. Ask them what qualities they admire. I guarantee they have some. You have admirable qualities. You have talents. Challenge your brain to come up with your accomplishments because they're there. If you give your brain a task, it will want to complete it and it will come up with something that you've accomplished, even if you think that you've accomplished nothing. Even if you have the lowest self-esteem or confidence, there's something that you've done, that you've accomplished that was a struggle. And you did it. And you were happy about it. Think about it. They're there. Think about your qualities. Maybe your finances aren't where they want to be. But you might have great relationships. You might be an amazing friend. You might have great communication skills. Yeah, maybe you're not a pro athlete. But maybe you're a skilled diesel mechanic. Maybe you are an extremely good cook. Maybe you're extremely good with animals. Maybe you're extremely good with people. Maybe you talk really well in front of crowds. There is something. You just have to be honest with yourself and think about it. One of the things that tears our confidence down the most, by far, is comparison. When we compare ourselves to other people, it's not fair and it's not accurate because you don't really know that person's life. You don't really know what they've been through, where they were, where they've gone, where they've become. I mean, you're not them. So when you compare yourself, it automatically puts you in a lower vibrational state. You automatically make yourself feel worse. But it's an unfair judgment because you don't really know. So yes, social media causes a ton of this, in my opinion. Comparing yourself to your friends or people on TV. It's not really fair. You don't really know what their struggles are, and you don't know where they started. And so be careful. Comparison is very, very tough, and it kind of also keeps you held back. So focus on your life, focus on what you want, and focus on being your genuine, true self. This means one way that I started building my own confidence was I started setting little goals for myself that I knew I could accomplish, and I promised myself that I would do it, and I did it. So that I would show my brain that I'm a trustworthy person, that it can count on me, that it can trust me to do what I say I'm going to do. And then over time, as you keep keeping your promises, you're going to start to build confidence. So I would make it like a small obtainable thing, like maybe just getting up the first time that my alarm went off, or instead of hitting snooze, or promising myself that my dinner was going to have enough protein and vegetables and not overeat, or something, just some small, or drinking enough water, or whatever it is, something small that I knew that I could accomplish, so I wasn't setting myself up for failure right off the get-go. And then I would keep that promise to myself, and I did that over time consistently. So it proves to you and your brain that you're capable of doing what you say you're going to do, which builds trust. When you build a little bit of that trust, it makes it a little bit easier to keep going with the confidence. So then maybe challenge yourself and scale it up a little bit. If there's something you've been putting off for a while, do a little bit at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself with a big task that you're going to dread or that is daunting. But first you have to know what your goals are and where you want to be. But then just set little tiny accomplishment goal and finish it and do that. And then you can keep progressing. I mean, if you're constantly every day accomplishing a little piece of something bigger, it will eventually get done. And look at how much happiness and accomplishment you're going to feel. That's going to help you build self-trust and confidence. The more you trust in yourself, the more confident you are. The more you realize that although when you go out in public, maybe you feel uncomfortable because you think everyone's looking at you and judging you, understand that most people are not focused on you as much as you think you are. Our brains are very self-centered. They kind of think everything is about us, right? Most people are wrapped up in their own struggles, their own challenges, their own lives. They're not thinking of you as much as you think that they are. That should bring you some comfort in understanding that maybe somebody does look your way. Maybe they make a funny face. Maybe they look a little grumpy. Did you ever stop and think that maybe it has something to do with what they're thinking in their own head and they just happen to look in your direction and it might not have anything to do with you? That helped me so much. And understanding that people are focusing on themselves. People are doing things for themselves, not against me. And understanding that if someone is judging you or is tearing you down, that says more about them. It takes bravery to try new things and to go after your dreams and stand out and be vulnerable and be outgoing. That takes courage. Not everybody is able to do that. But it can be practiced. It can be built up. You can practice it in little ways. When you go to the grocery store, practice making eye contact with someone. Practice smiling at a stranger and just saying hi. And stand up straighter. Walk a little slower. Speak a little slower. Have more intention when you speak. Be honest with yourself and with others. Be honest. That shows your brain also that you're confident, that you're trustworthy. Accept your flaws. We all have them. Every person has them, even if they seem like the most confident person, even if they are the most confident person in the world, they still have fears. There are still things that they might worry about or feel insecure about. We all do. That's what I want you to understand, is that just being confident doesn't mean not having any fears, not ever being embarrassed. It just means that you accept it as part of life and you bring it with you and you practice the thing that you want to do anyway. You just bring the fear with you. And little by little, over time, with consistency, you will build confidence. It's also a matter of just making good choices for yourself, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, wearing the things that make you feel the best. Be the best version of you so that when you go out in the world, you feel comfortable and you're not focused on, the way that you look as much or whatever, because you feel better, because that's all that really matters. When it comes to building confidence, it's really not about how other people see you or think of you. It's how you think of yourself. It's how you feel. Because eventually you can tune all of that out and you realize that it doesn't matter anyway. What really matters is how you feel about yourself, is what you think about yourself. Because at the end of the day, someone else's opinions or thoughts or looks or glances, they don't affect your life. They don't change anything. You never know what other people are thinking, truly thinking of you anyway. Somebody could say something mean, but truly on the inside, wish they were more like you. You just never know. So stop your brain the second that it starts going down that rabbit hole of wondering what somebody's going to say about you if you try that new dream career that you've always wanted to go after. No, stop your brain. We're not doing that because you don't really know what somebody else is really thinking. And like I said before, if they're tearing you down, that's coming from their own lack place. That's coming from their own fear-based thought. It's not true. And you don't have to internalize it. You don't have to take that on. You can let them have their thought. And if it's what you really want, if there's something you really want to be better at or practice or accomplish, don't let other judgments and other people's opinions get in the way. And if you do that gradually, you're going to wake up one day and you're just going to be a more confident version of yourself. And don't forget what I said at the beginning. You are the only one like you. You are the only you. We all are. And we all have something to offer. Everybody on this planet has something to offer the world. And if you look at other people, start getting curious and looking at other people and seeing what they have to offer you. What can you learn from them? Being more open and curious and trying to understand will also help. Be more accepting. Understand that we are all on our own journey. We're all learning and doing things at a different rate for a different reason. Because we're all here. We've all come from different backgrounds, different countries, different everything. You have something to learn from everyone, and everyone has something to learn from you. You are valuable. You have talent. You have accomplished things, even if it's hard to think of. And stop allowing your brain to keep repeating that negative story of I'm not enough, or I'm not smart, or I'm not strong, or I'm not confident. Don't allow yourself to say that over and over again. And if you do say that over and over again, don't beat yourself up. Have compassion for yourself. Understand that you're just doing the best that you can with where you are right now. And just each day, little bit, make 1% better each day. Just be 1% better each day. Practice. Just make it a practice daily. I am a confident person. Maybe it's been a struggle for me, but I am learning to be more confident. And I will be. And the more your brain hears that, the more it's going to accept it. And you will start to feel different. Your actions will start to fall in line with those thoughts. Just give your brain a more confident thing to repeat. Understand? Yes. Yes, brain. Maybe I have not always been the most confident version of me. But guess what? Today I'm going to do this, and tomorrow I'm going to do this, and I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to practice it, and I'm going to get there. Because I do have something to offer. I do have value. I do have talents. And I can accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. You can walk into a room with your shoulders up straight, your head up high, all eyes on you, and feel okay. You can do that. You can be that. And understand that it's okay. You have flaws. Everyone does. But you're going to work on them every day. And you're going to be better every day. And then you will feel better. And you're going to send off better energy. People are going to receive that better energy. They're going to treat you different. And it'll just make you even more confident. It's like a cycle. Okay. You are valuable. Okay. You have something to offer. Listen to this every day. Remind yourself. Hear my voice. You have talents. You have accomplishments. Think of them. Remember them. Give your brain a confident sentence to repeat over and over. And practice. Okay. Thank you guys. I'll see you later.